yeah. Ay, push start, ay, ball so hard, ay, raise the bar, ay, turn into a star, ay, play my part, yeah, aim too far, I do it big, I keep it large, okay, live it up, this is fake, better give it up, young but I feel like I've seen enough, numbers going up, better keep it up, it's going down, better live it up, about too hard, ay, what, about too hard, ay, what, about too hard, ay, about too hard, yeah, I'm killing your favorite rapper, it's minimum effort, yeah, the coach getting severed, the industry tries the desert, do whatever it is that you think that you're doing, I'm doing it better, straight double use, that's my ladder, don't got no snakes on the ladders, they tryna figure out what's on our plate, infinity sideways, we already ate, skipping this basics, skipping this classes, stay out of trouble, I can relate, nevertheless, I guess I'm doing great, I just finished to see any debate, you ain't my dog, you ain't my family, you sure as hell, you're not my mate, yeah, I take my place at the summit, I can't wait till we count down the hundreds, I cannot lie, I ain't rich, yeah, but wanna say wait till we count what's coming, and some of y'all got ahead of me, to be honest, I wasn't even running, I'm very sure I'm gon' run it, I demand it, man, I want it, push start, ball so hard, raise the bar, turn into a star, play my part, yeah, aim too far, I do it big, I keep it large, okay, live it up, this is fake, better give it up, young but I feel like I've seen enough, numbers going up, better keep it up, it's going down, better live it up, about too hard, ay, what, about too hard, ay, what, about too hard, ay, about too hard, ay, I'm not gon' like this, don't like surprises, I cause a crisis, and I'm a scientist, with the music I spice things, up to my likings, when I want nice things, it's not an AK, it's a music, I pull up and shoot it to move, I'm chasing the bag, not the cool shit, cut ties with the fake, not the bullshit, word of my nigga from the 021, we count 6 shots and I count 2 guns, some people still think I rap just for fun, but soon they look up to me just like the sun, yeah, have we come over here, swear it's like no career, swear you got no idea, you have no career, take a good look in the mirror, they need to know that I'm here, don't you act like it ain't clear, yeah, push start, ball so hard, raise the bar, turn into a star, play my part, yeah, aim too far, I do it big, I keep it large, okay, live it up, this is fake, better give it up, young but I feel like I've seen enough, numbers going up, better keep it up, it's going down, better live it up, about too hard, ay, what, about too hard, ay, what, about too hard, ay, about too hard, ay, what, about too hard, ay, about too hard, ay, about too hard, ay, about too hard, ay.
I was trying to be, thought you needed me, but apparently it was all fake. It was all those intentions, preconceptions. You built me up, only to watch me break. I'd stick around, didn't wanna let you down. I think I might. I thought I knew you. I thought I did. You see what you want to. You see what you want to. Was it all in my head? Was it all in my head? Now I'm replaying moments and memories. Maybe they weren't good. Maybe they weren't good. Now I'm replaying things while I'm ready. The first time it's making sense. The first time thought I knew you. Thought I knew. Turns out I never did. Turns out I never
And welcome on in, ladies and gentlemen, to, well, I think it's round 8, round 9 now of the Apollo Racing Club F1 2020 Tier 1. Um, and we have had quite the racing in the past few weeks, and it's all coming down to the next few races. And tonight, we're at the Japanese Grand Prix at Suzuka, and joining me in the broadcast booth tonight, I'm EV500, and joining me is Pfeiffer, the owner and the founder of Apollo Racing Club. Pfeiffer, how we doing tonight?
Pretty good, bud. Having a good weekend. Been practicing a lot of ACC, but looking forward to casting this F1 race tonight. As you know, Suzuka is one of my personal faves. It's the track I first learned without line on, so it holds a special place for me.
It's definitely a fast track. A lot of things can happen. Watching practice earlier, a lot of fast guys tonight. A lot of guys looking to potentially win. Let's take a look at our standings, which are approved by Grid Finder. To find your league, head over to gridfinder.com. Looking at the standings right now, first place still Rogue. He is sitting with 128 points, but Gypsy in the McLaren, he has 105 points. He was able to scrap up a few points last week at Singapore. And then we have Sim Black Fox sitting in third with 83 points. He's sitting very comfortably, with Tax sitting right behind him with 78 in the Racing Point. Mr. Hood has 70 points in the Mercedes. Rosefest in the Red Bull with 64. Astronaut, who joined the league late, has already broken into the top 10 here at Apollo Racing Club. He is sitting at 56 points with the Racing Point team. Kublai, who won't be here tonight in the Red Bull, has 54 points. Gore, who is retired at this point, has 51, sitting at P9. And then Ruda, wrapping up the top 10 of our standings, sitting at 33 points. So, some interesting developments happening here.
Yeah, a lot of close racing there at the top of the field. It'd be good to see this battle come right down to the wire. That's what you always want to see. You don't want to see anybody run away with it like Lewis Hamilton 10 races before the end of the season. I want this to come right down to the final round, especially since I'll be broadcasting the final round with you.
Yes, and just so everybody knows, the way that our system works is that we get to ban tracks during the season. So we don't do the full entire F1 season. We end up doing only 12 races of the, 21 races?
Yeah, I think it was 21 last season. Or, I mean, in the last official season that wasn't marred by a pandemic.
So we have, so for Tier 1, we'll finish up it. We have next week, which is Brazil, and then we finish up with Spa the week after that. And then the following week will be we have Japanese Grand Prix for Tier 2, and the next week is their final week at Brazil. So 2 more weeks.
Interlagos. Another great track that I'm a big fan of.
I love it.
And something I want to point out tonight, too, is that we have looks like we have a new driver on the grid, MRL Sijos.
I think ghosting should be off, boys.
Roger that. Yes. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
Thank you, Gypsy.
No problem. I love you guys. Bye.
Bye-bye. Gypsy, driving in the McLaren. He's also one of the F1 mods, part of the FIA, so...
Did he say off or on?
Off.
Where the heck even is it?
It is in options.
Yeah, I'm in there. I'm looking for it. Ghosting is off. Okay. All right, so we have 17 drivers and 2 spectators, so that should be the full grid. I believe it is at 17 tonight. Thank you, Tommy. I did find it there, so we are all set now. Ghosting is off. Crash your brains out, boys.
Oh, I'm super excited. This track, there's one technical part of this track, and that's Sector 1. That's the end of Sector 1 before you go basically flat out for most of the track after that. So
sounds like you're talking about the S's through the Dunlop curve there.
Yes, the S's.
I love that section.
So expect some guys to be close there, and I think we're going to see some overtaking on this track. I think we're going to see the most overtaking we've seen in Tier 1. Last week, it was crazy. It was crazy all the way up to the end. It was a very good Singapore Grand Prix for these guys. Very entertaining race, I thought. Probably one of the best races we have had. in Tier 1. So it's been very good. I'm very, very excited. So the drivers are readying up here for our 18-minute qualifying fight. Any predictions tonight?
Well, like I said, we have the new driver from MRL. We know the MRL guys are quick. Those who have come over to race with us here at ARC in the past. I forget his name from last season, but he came in and really was. MRL Chen last season was really strong from MRL. So I'm looking to see what CJOS does tonight, and maybe Chipsy tonight. I think Chenjay. Yes, thank you.
I'm indeed excited for that as well, and really tonight, Chipsy has to perform. Tonight, Rogue has to have a really kind of a bad race if Chipsy wants to have a chance at winning the championship, and Chipsy has that opportunity. Rogue has been very inconsistent tonight. Very inconsistent lately. So it'll be very interesting to see what he'll do. Rogue is one of those guys. If he has a good qualifying, who knows what his race will be like. It's usually a coin flip with him. But if he has a terrible qualifying, he'll race all the way from the back to the front.
Oh, snap. It is pouring. Holy crap. It is coming down, guys. Wow.
We are going to have a race in the rain tonight.
Those S's just got real tricky. You're going to see some problems as people break the first couple of laps into the hairpin, probably down into Spoon, maybe turn 9 after Degnar where they line up to go under the bridge. A lot of people are going to be having to find some new braking points there, just to get the car stopped a little quicker. So that's right, us ACC guys love the rain, Tommy. There's a reason I wasn't at Spa.
Now, because it is raining, these guys are going to have to make some adjustments through their setup, and it's going to be pouring throughout the session. It's not going to let up at all, so these guys are going to have this pouring condition throughout qualifying. It's going to be curious to see what happens in this race, to see if it's going to rain or not. It seems like Tier 1 always gets a little bit of the rough time, the rough edge of getting the rain. Tier 2 has not had quite the rain problem this season, so I think we've only had like 1 or 2 races this season on that started in the rain. So we're already seeing one guy out. I think, who is that? That's going to be Astronaut. He's going to be coming out. He is going to be the first one out. So this track is going to be slippery.
Let me ask you a question here, Evie. For some reason, my information is like sticking way off the side of my leaderboard. I don't know if you use it, but I'm wondering if you know why that is.
I don't know.
That's strange. Yeah, detail none. Maybe I just shouldn't have it on for qualifying. It's very strange looking to me. So we're just riding along with Astronaut now, just kind of seeing what it's like from coming out here, lap 1 on his out lap here, seeing how bad it is for him, and seems to be making a pretty good job of it, not having many problems as he heads down into the hairpin for the first time.
And let's see how he does. Well, it's not. He's got pretty good grip, even though he is the first one out. So, like we said earlier, it's going to be a very slick track, and that can create some major issues, if I'm not mistaken.
Chat is saying the race is dry.
The race will be dry. I'm very happy about that, actually.
I am too, because I want to see some really good racing here. I love this track. I love the layout, and I love watching these guys go around. I want to see battles. Don't want to see races decided by the weather.
No, I don't either. I think races decided by the weather can lead to horrible things, honestly. So
Astronaut's beginning his hot lap now. I don't know if we've lost Evie, but I no longer hear
No.
him.
I'm here. I'm here. Sorry.
Okay.
I was trying to get a setting updated so I can see things, and now see Josh, he's been disqualified from the session for going the wrong direction.
Oh, that's a heartbreaker. He probably spun and was just trying to correct himself. Now, see, I see it on your stream as well. You have this huge gap between the names on the leaderboard and their tires and everything.
Oh, that's the time.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
It's taking up a very large portion of our screen here. I am also, unfortunately, having a problem. I can't seem to see my telemetry data.
I am able to see mine, so I'll keep you posted on our tire situation, but we are going to go back to Astronaut real quick. Sorry about that. And Astronaut, he has invalidated his lap, so he is no longer on a hot lap. Let's see who else is out there. Let's go to Sim Black Fox. I know he's looking for a decent finish and a decent start tonight. Let's ride on board with him, though, as he comes through the start-finish line, and he starts his first lap. He's going to go through here, and we should describe a little bit on how to drive this in the rain. So, obviously, you're seeing Sim Black Fox. He has to take it careful through turn number one. Usually, you can fly through turn number one when it's dry, but in the wet, it's very difficult. He's taking it nice and easy through the S's, Fife, and some great driving so far from Sim Black Fox. He is going to try and go fast as Rogue puts up a 158.2.
A little twitch there from Sin as he started to make his way up over the hill there out of the exit of the S's. He's down in the Degnar now in turn 9 and heading under the bridge for the hairpin. Let's see what happens in the hairpin.
Takes it nice and easy, of course. You don't want to go too hard through the hairpin. You can really lose the rear end of these cars because it's the grip is very odd, I would say, through that hairpin as Rogue comes through. What turn are we on now? I think this is turn 9.
Rogue, turn 9 is the turn right before you go under the bridge and head down towards the hairpin, so you were right, and now he comes into the hairpin. The rotor's glowing beautifully there.
I'm talking about Sim Black Fox.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Rogue. Sorry.
Yep. Nope. Talking about Sim Black Fox as he's coming through 130R and the chicane.
I believe that is called the Casio Triangle, if I'm not mistaken. Kia will tell me.
Kia will tell you as Sim Black Fox, he's going to come across the line with a 141.0.
There it
He
is.
is the fastest lap on track. As Rosefest, he puts up a 141.9. So some great laps coming out through here. Stewie 3K, he has invalidated his lap. He has wing damage from somewhere.
Huh.
So let's see. Looking across the board now. Sahil, he has done one lap, but he is going to go in. Chipsy puts up a 139.9.
There.
Hello, Chipsy.
Now, Rose is about to come across the line, too, to see if he can challenge the top 3 here. He was knocked down by Sin and Chipsy.
Let's see where Rose puts up a time here. He doesn't
Don't think
improve.
he did.
He did not improve.
Righteous Fire also now about to cross the line as he exits the Bermuda Triangle. Kia.
So I bet he'll go in for a new setup of intermediates now as Van. I think he's shooting off into the pits as well. No, he's coming across the line to see if he improved at all. He does with a 143.4. Puts him up in the P6 right now, and what a nice lap from Van. Van, these past 2 weeks, he has had some pretty nice drives, and somebody we should be watching out for, potential driver of the day candidate.
Now, I've got my eye on Gazieg here as he exits turn 9. That was a yellow flag at Degnar. Dengar through the
Yeah,
hairpin
oh.
beautifully. Oh no!
Well,
What?
that's
He spun.
Yep. Chip Gazier, he spun out going into the hairpin. Like I
I
said, the
couldn't
grip
see
is
him.
the grip level is gonna be odd through there. It's not gonna be the greatest. So that's gonna finish his lap now. Now let's see, Niall. He is on an out lap right now.
It looks like Ruda is coming across. Well, where is he on track? Sorry, he's on his hot lap now. Ruda was having some issues earlier. His driving force GT wheel was only turning a little bit, wasn't registering a full turn. So apparently he's now on a newer, different wheel that he's not used to, and he's running with his Logitech pedals. So wonder if that'll affect him at all.
Well, who knows? He has not performed up to what I would say is Ferrari standards. Rogue has really had to carry the team this season, and so he's definitely looking for some form of performance. His astronaut puts up a 139.1. But we're going to be riding on board with Ruda here. Is there a bunch of yellow flags? There is the Action, who is off right now on track. Ruda,
Chad is calling out my poor call making, as I said that he took the hairpin beautifully as he actually shot off my screen. I couldn't even see him anymore, so I just saw a car go through. I'm like, that must be him.
That must be him. Well, Ruda, he takes 130 yard absolutely beautifully in the wet, and now he's going into the chicane.
The Bermuda Triangle.
The Bermuda Triangle, as Fife would say, and now Ruda's going to come across the start-finish line, and he's P2. Let's go,
Wonderful.
Ruda.
That Thrustmaster wheel is not slowing him down at all.
Nope, 139.2. What an absolute banger of a lap from him.
Looks like Chip is headed in. He's going to swap those tires, I guess. Come back out.
What a lap from him. And as Hill, he is on an invalidated lap.
Niall is in the pits. Rogue is out there right now.
Yep, Rogue is out there right now. Let's see if he can get past his teammate. This would be the first time Ruda has out-qualified Rogue.
He's dealing with those S's. He had a little bit of wobble in the front end there. And just fighting that rim. He's up the hill. I forgot the name of this one, too. I know this for sure. The dog curve. How could I forget the dog curve?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Rob?
You are. Hello? I am having internet problems.
Oh, dear God. I hope you want me.
Can you guys still hear me on the stream quite well?
We hear you.
On the stream, I'm looking on the Discord, on the Twitch chat right now, as we're following along with Rogo's going through 130R.
Oh boy, this is not good. Apparently, I'm lagging.
Well, I can't even get Google Chrome to work, so can you hear me, sir?
Yeah.
As we're seeing Rogue now, Rogue getting a 140.8 on his last lap time. He is now P7. We're going to figure this out. Give me 1 second on stream. Oh. What is happening?